Durski. Welcome back to another reaction video with your boy, man, your favorite dark skinned friend with a beard, Unity. And in this video, if you read the thing already, you see it says the story of Shaggy B from BPS, aka the Whitest Blood in LA. It's gonna be a short video, but I was interested to see what this video was, actually about, or who this guy was, because I grew up in a predominantly blood neighborhood over there in Inglewood off of Yukon and 111th. Like I said, off 104th, that's where Morningside High School was, and right behind that, that's where the Crenshaw Mafias was. You feel me? Over there in the bottoms. But all my years growing up in Inglewood, I never saw a white blood gang member or a white Crip ever. Like I see them in their respectable sections. You feel me? So we're gonna look at this video and see what the heck really going on. See why this dude was actually accepted in the black community the way he was. Because if he was a blood, I'm pretty sure he was out here saying the N-word too, and they was letting him. I'm just saying. Anyways, y'all push that, press the like button, comment, subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell. Make sure you hit the hype stars if you're on YouTube. And yeah, let's go ahead and get this video popping. Shout out to the 310 subscribers. We almost to our 500 mark, so let's keep that going. Keep running these numbers up. Keep building this ADED fam. And yeah, there we go. All right, so we got that part right. And this is over here in the brims, BPS. All right, let's get it.
Niggas turned up and they invite the homies, blood. Shaggy B in this bitch, blood. Niggas turned up, blood. We in this motherfucker. Back going crazy on bloods.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Look, I got family on both sides. But it's just something about a whole group of niggas standing in the alley with a bunch of red on that just makes me feel uncomfortable immediately. It's just automatically just feel like something is about to go down. But white boy wasn't scared of nothing. He was in there. Let's get him. Shaggy B.
Tonight, the search for the killer in a car-to-car shooting in Crenshaw last night that triggered a chain reaction crash. 2 young men were killed, including a skateboarder.
The head of LAPD South Bureau Homicide told me that he had to talk to the parents of the victims yesterday and deliver the tragic news. One victim apparently targeted for an unknown reason. The other victim just happened to be nearby with a skateboard. 20-year-old Harrison Crystal, nicknamed Shaggy, was known for his music videos. Those who live in the area where he was killed told me he was considered one of them, even though he wasn't from there.
Shaggy B in this bitch, blood. Niggas turned up, blood. We in this motherfucker. Back going crazy on bloods.
In today's video, we're going to be talking about Shaggy B from BPS, aka the Whitest Blood in Los Angeles. We're going to break down everything from his cases to how a member of West Boulevard Crip would murder him. But let's dive into it.
Oh,
now,
so
like
he
we
did.
Said, Shaggy B would be from BPS, aka the Black Pea Stones. And early on, he would...
See, that's bananas. See, I didn't know he was dead. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't never see no white boys in black gangs like that. You feel me? Every once in a while, you'll come across one or two, and he was probably one of the two. But as you can see, they took him out immediately. Crazy.
record a lot of music videos for the rappers in that area, rappers like Chucksta and a few others. But unfortunately for Shaggy B, he would be killed so young that he wouldn't have many cases. So let's dive right into him. And his first arrest would happen at the age of 19, and he was arrested on May 25th of 2017. And they would charge him with 1 count of conspiracy to commit any crime, 1 count of possessing burglary tools, and 1 count of attempted second-degree burglary. He would then have to sit in the county jail for a few weeks, but on June 15th of 2017, they would allow him to post a $50,000 bail. Shaggy B would then be able to fight this case from the streets for the next 2 months, but on August 14th of 2017, he would take a plea deal, and he would plead no contest on the attempted second-degree burglary, and he would have the other 2 counts dismissed due to the plea negotiation. And luckily for Shaggy B, they would only give him 3 years of probation for this case. He would then manage to stay out of major trouble for the next year or so. However, he did catch a few probation violations in the midst of it. But on August 6th of 2018, unfortunately, Shaggy B would lose his life. And Shaggy B's real name would be Harrison Christoph.
Okay, so Harrison Francis Christoph, a 20-year-old white male, died Monday, August 6th, after being shot in Baldwin Hills / Crenshaw, according to Los Angeles County coroner's records. And that's crazy because you look at Baldwin Hills is basically the Black Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? It's up in the hills, and it's basically where all the rich Black people be staying. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that it don't matter how nice of an area it is, it's still the hood. It's still gang ridden, and this type of stuff happens all the time. You feel me? This was in 2018, clearly though.
And he would die at the age of 20, and may he rest in peace. There would be 2 officers that seen the shooting while they were sitting in their patrol vehicle. And right as the shooting happened, they would turn on their lights and their sirens, and they would give chase. And the person who shot Shaggy B would drive over 120 miles per hour down the street, blowing through 2 red lights and 2 stop signs. And they would even drive down the wrong side of the road at one point. And during the chase, they would even hit somebody on a bicycle. And even though LAPD seen the shooting, the shooter would manage to get away after the vehicle chase. And somebody else would also lose their life during the shooting, but they were not shot. And that person's name is Leroyce McFarland.
Man, rest in peace to Leroyce McFarland. He was a innocent bystander riding his skateboard and ended up getting hit by the people that was running away from the cops who shot Harrison, the white boy, Shaggy B.
And police would say that he passed away from the impact of Shaggy B's vehicle. They would say that Shaggy B was shot in the head, causing him to swerve into some parked cars. And Leroyce McFarland happened to be standing next to the parked cars at that moment. And unfortunately, Shaggy B and Leroyce McFarland would both lose their lives. And these right here would be some pictures that we found of Shaggy B's funeral. And as you can see, there would be some reputable members from BPS, like Chucksta in the picture. But like we said, the shooter would end up getting away, and the city of Los Angeles would put up a $50,000 reward.
It was a violent Monday night. 2 people killed in Baldwin Village.
So he got shot while he was driving.
Was shot to death by someone in another car along Rodeo Road. The victim then crashed into some parked cars. One of them hit and killed 22-year-old Leroyce McFarland.
Damn.
He was on a skateboard when he was hit. The city of Los Angeles has put up a $50,000 reward. Detectives believe the same suspect or suspects is responsible for hitting a bicyclist during their getaway.
What I really wanted to appeal to the community was on that night, in this one incident, I lost a 22-year-old, we lost a 28-year-old, a 20-year-old, and an 18-year-old is serious in condition based on the single incident of gun violence that occurred that night.
And after a few months of not getting any tips on the $50,000 reward, they would end up upping it to $75,000. And they wouldn't be an arrest for 4 years. But on August 6th of 2022, police would make an arrest for this case. And that would be the 4-year anniversary in the same exact day that Shaggy B passed away in 2018. And the person arrested for his murder and the murder of Leroyce McFarland would be somebody named Kalen Hill, who was a member of West Boulevard Crip. And they would charge him with 2 counts of murder, 1 count of assault with a firearm on a person, 1 count of shooting at a vehicle, 1 count of fleeing pursuing officers causing serious bodily injury, and 2 counts of hit and run resulting in death or serious injury. And detectives would say that on August 6th of 2018, defendant, who was a member of West Boulevard Crip, was driving around with a female named Kiara Lester. They would then both pull into a supermarket. And while they were in the parking lot, Kalen Hill.
That's a crazy last name. I heard Lester as a first name. That's my daddy name, which is also my name because I'm a third. But I've never heard it as a last name. Kiara Lester. That sounds crazy.
Who was the member of West Boulevard Crip, would be arguing with her. And they were arguing about how she was cheating on him with Shaggy B. But here's a crazy twist to the story. Because while they were in the parking lot arguing, Shaggy B and somebody else would be walking out of the supermarket. Shaggy B would then go to his vehicle and he would begin to reverse. And that's when the female Kiara that was with the West Boulevard Crip member would roll down her window and ask Shaggy B what he was doing, even though they were just arguing about her cheating. And before she...
See, I told you, man, 90% of the beefs that happen between men is because of a female. And she was over here hood hopping clearly because that fool was from BPS and the dude that she was with supposedly was from the Crips. What do you say, West Boulevard? What Crips he was from? I'm sure they'll say it again. But yeah, man, that's what I'm saying, bro. You got to pick your partner wisely because you never know who the hell's they talking to? You know what I'm saying? You never know. They could be talking to the ops right underneath your freaking nose. And then this is what could happen. You feel me?
Shaggy B can even answer the member of West Boulevard Crip would tell that girl Kiara to mind her effing business. Shaggy B would then leave the parking lot without saying anything, and he would head eastbound on Rodeo Road. They now call this Obama Boulevard. And shortly after that, the member of West Boulevard Crip also left the parking lot. He would then drive at a high rate of speed to catch up with Shaggy B's vehicle. He would then tell the female in the passenger to put her head down. He would then drive in the middle of the road to the center median, and he would go on the side of Shaggy B's vehicle, and he would open fire, and he would hit Shaggy B one time in his head. Shaggy B's vehicle then swerved towards the curb, and he would hit Leroyce McFarland, who was standing next to the parked vehicle.
Damn.
And unfortunately, they would both lose their lives that night.
Crazy
the shooting
work.
would take place in this red square. And as you can see, it would be on the borderline of the BPSs in the West Boulevard Crip. Caitlin Hill, who was the member of West Boulevard Crip, would then have to sit in the county jail for about 2 years fighting this case. But on September 24th of 2024, he would be convicted by a jury and found guilty on every single count. And for the murder of Shaggy B, which would be count 1, they would give him 35 years to life in state prison, 25 years to life for the actual crime, plus 10 years for enhancements. And on count 2, they would give him 10 years in state prison, but as you can see, he would be able to run this concurrent. On count 3, they would give him 5 years in state prison. And for the murder of Leroyce McFarland, which would be count 4, they would give him 15 years to life in state prison.
Crazy.
And as you can see at the bottom, that's to be ran consecutive with count 1. On count 5, they would give him a year and 8 months, and as you can see, that's also to be ran consecutive. And on count 6, they would give him 3 years, but as you can see, that's to be ran concurrent. And for the final count, they would give him 6 years in state prison, for a total sentence of 58 years and 8 months to life.
Damn.
And he's eligible for parole in August of 2044. But that right there is going to wrap.
Bruh, it's 2026 now. He still got another 18 years before he even eligible for parole. That just goes to show you, man. 1 minute of craziness can take your life forever. You know what I'm saying? Don't end up like this cat. I mean, don't end up like the dude from BPS either. You know what I'm saying? When you mess with somebody else later, you never know how that man is going to react. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But for the dude that reacted, bro, you just threw your life away over a female. Not happening. Not happening, bro. It's not worth it. No female, no male is worth you throwing away your whole life. You feel me? I mean, even if he would have got out the car and fought the dude, that would have been a way better solution. But now he going to jail for 58 years, bro. Damn.
But up for the story of Shaggy B from BPS, aka the whitest blood in Los Angeles. And I appreciate you guys for tuning in. But comment, like, and subscribe. I appreciate y'all. It's Respectable Rants. And may Shaggy B and Leroyce McFarland both rest in peace. And I'm sending my condolences to their family and friends.
All right, y'all. Well, this was going to be a short video anyway. So that was Shaggy B. They didn't give a lot of detail about who he was or what was really going on. They just said that he was part of BPS. You feel me? But that ended very quickly. He was only 20 years old, young cat. So he probably was only around them for a couple of years. They said he used to do like videos and stuff like that for the, some of the gang members that rapped and stuff over at BPS. And that's how he was always around them and stuff like that. But oh man, like you said, man, rest in peace to Shaggy B and to Leroyce McFarland, the dude that got hit on the skateboard. Yeah, man, it's crazy out there in the street. So y'all just make sure that y'all stay safe, because you never know when your last day is coming. Other than that, man, make sure y'all press that like button in the like, comment, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell, hit that hype star so YouTube know that y'all messing with your boy. Once again, shout out to my 310 subscribers. We are almost to the 500 mark. I appreciate each and every one of y'all running these numbers up and sharing the channel. If y'all want to support the channel, go hit up the website, man. www.alledayeveryday.llc.net. You feel me? You see that cloud graphic behind me? He got a whole collection. You feel me? So look, backpacks say all day, every day on the top. Got the whole city on the back of the backpack like that. And then got that official ADED stamp on the bottom of it. If it don't got that stamp on the bottom, it ain't official, baby. You know what I mean? Also, what else we got? We got all type of stuff. Hoodies for the kids, bomber jackets, the official t-shirt right there. $21 for the kids, man. Got socks, dresses, all types of stuff. So please, 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 when you get a chance, I worked very hard on every single one of these pieces, designing, getting everything copyrighted. Like this ain't no fly by the mill company, man. This is here to stay. Put a lot of work into it. So hopefully y'all like what I've done so far. And go grab something. Go grab you something. 80 Edie established 2025, July. So we've been going for like 6 months strong. So yeah, man, whenever y'all get a chance, go check it out. Go get your gear. We got all kind of different colorways for every piece. So yeah, www.alldayeverydayllc.net. That part. Anyways, I appreciate each and every one of y'all tuning in, entertaining your boy. And yeah.
You have now tuned in with your favorite dark skinned friend with a beard.
What he said. Until next time.